Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone, and thanks for coming. Welcome to the Regional Wastewater Control Facility Modifications Project groundbreaking ceremony. I'm John Abreu, the Director of Municipal Utilities for the City of Stockton, and I'm pleased to introduce our program this morning. Our modifications project has been a decade in the making and represents not only much needed upgrades and improvements, but also the City of Stockton's commitment to environmental stewardship of our most precious resource, water. In the commissioning of this modifications project, the City of Stockton will not only be poised for future economic growth and development, but also be a leader in integrated water resources management. Our project team, consisting of city staff, project staff, and our designer builder, AECOM WM Lyles, is excited to break ground and deliver a project that will be an asset and benefit to the City of Stockton for decades in the future. At this time, I'd like to recognize our members of the City Council that are present today. Our Mayor, Michael Tubbs, Vice Mayor Dan Wright, Council Member Christina Fugazi, and Council Member Susan Lenz. Also here today is Ms. Carrie Wright, our Director of Economic Development. At this time, I'd like to reintroduce our Mayor, Michael Tubbs, to make some opening remarks.
Good morning. This morning I woke up excited about this event, and I realized I don't spend a lot of time thinking about wastewater or sewage. I think that goes for a lot of people in the City of Stockton. It's because our staff does such a great job of making sure that we all don't have to. I think as a city, we're incredibly excited about today because it represents sort of the future of Stockton, a future of prosperity and growth, and ensuring that everyone in the city has access to what's needed, clean and treated wastewater. To the staff, to the project team, to our employees at MUD, thank you for your work and service. We know that this project will improve working conditions and make it so that we continue to provide for the residents of our city. Again, I think there's a lot of opportunities in Stockton, but this is just another example that we're trending in the right direction, that we have our eye towards the future, and we're not afraid. We're planning for growth, we're planning for development, we're planning for prosperity, and we're planning to also be good environmental stewards so that the City of Stockton is a place that folks can enjoy for generations. So with that, I'd like to introduce Vice Mayor Dan Wright.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. As chair of our council's water committee, my job today is to provide the context for this project. A big piece of that context is the Delta Water Treatment Plant in North Stockton, which opened in 2012. The modifications and upgrades to this wastewater facility will complete the city's commitment to a sustainable and responsible use of water, our most precious natural resource. It will also permit us to continue our gallon-for-gallon water exchange, allowing us to take 1 gallon of Delta fresh water for every gallon of treated water that this plant creates. To provide you with a visual, this facility has a 55 million gallon per day treatment capacity. That's equal to approximately 83 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Wastewater treatment operations are closely regulated under a state-issued license, and our wastewater utility must meet these requirements for treatment. There are also increasingly strict federal clean water standards. When completed, the plant will be modernized to support the community through 2035, with ability to expand it to 2045 and beyond. The total project cost is $222 million. Financing in part will be through the Water Infrastructure Financing and Innovation Act, more commonly known as WIFIA. In September, the city submitted an application to the Environmental Protection Agency for $108 million in WIFIA loan assistance, which is far less costly than other forms of financing. We expect final approval for this loan within the next 6 months, or sooner, hopefully. We will also be applying for an additional low-cost loan through the State Revolving Fund. These 2 loans will save Stockton tens of millions of dollars in interest payments. In closing, this is an amazing project. My role on the council, and particularly as chair of the water committee, has allowed me to advocate for the project on both the state and federal levels. It's very exciting to see it finally come to fruition and to break ground today. As the mayor mentioned, RWCF signals that the city of Stockton is open for business. Now, Carrie Wright, our city's economic development director, no relation by the way, is here to share highlights of what this project means for business and job creation in our community. Carrie?
Thank you. This project is setting the stage for wellness, growth, and prosperity of our community for generations. And the mayor is correct. We hardly ever think of wastewater in our everyday lives, unless, of course, our sons stuff something down the toilet that doesn't quite make it through. That's my experience with wastewater. And I just wanted to say the modernization of the sewage treatment plant ensures the city's infrastructure continues to promote thoughtful urban planning, safe building, and sustainable future growth. This project will create jobs here for Stocktonians immediately as they work to build and then into the future. It provides a competitive advantage that supports business growth and attractions of new industries. We have hundreds of thousands of square feet under development in commercial areas of Stockton. We have 3 housing projects coming online, and this treatment plant is going to support that growth and our continued capacity to grow. So it's time to break ground and make it all happen. So I'd like to first thank Municipal Utilities Director John Abreu and his crew for all the work that they've done to get us here, and bring him up to the podium.
All right, now, so we'd like to invite our members of the City Council to come and do our ceremonial groundbreaking.
All right, on 1, shovel touches the ground. 1, on 2, pick up some dirt. On 3, just throw it forward.